Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you got it. It's looking good. Ideal. It's pretty damn close though. We're going to have to strap that up as much as we can, but I'm sure it'll be fun. Ideal, thank you. Alright, let's keep going with this. What to do next? Zeta. Is there room for that on the back of the trailer? Yeah. Wow. We're back. It's been about a week since the fire, since the explosion. Our once lovely, bright yellow, squashed banana looking smart car is now pretty burnt out, to be honest. It took them a little while to get that fire out, from what I can gather. Now, I got a bit injured, and only a couple of bruises, a couple of scratches, nothing major. I got hit with a couple of bits of kind of debris and things that came flying off the explosion. To be honest, the thing that hurt me the most, when the fire brigade, when the chap kind of forced me back and pushed me back, I forgot the trailer was there and I actually tripped over that and banged my head. Give myself a concussion. Would you believe it? Survived a huge explosion, tripped over that, give myself a concussion. Not good. Now, the firefighter did get injured. Not seriously, I think he's going to be okay, but he's been off work ever since. Probably going to be off work now for a couple more weeks, from what I can gather. So the police are taking it very seriously. So I've given them all of the security footage, and I mean, I had a real quick peek before, but they put me on the spot and they wanted to take it straight away. So I'm pretty certain, though, they will pin this down to Big John's little lackey. The one remaining lackey who's not in prison, to be honest, probably will be pretty soon. So you can see him pull up to about here in his car. What looked to me like he had a jerry can in his hand, and then obviously I had to give the footage over to the police, but I think that's a given, to be honest with you. I think he's definitely going to get arrested this time, and you know what? He deserves it. But anyway, the decision's made. I can't do it. You know, I feel we've done really well here. I think I've done Nan and Grandad pretty proud, but the house is just too small. I mean, you know, we just found out we're going to have twins, not just one child. We've got twins coming. That is not going to be. The house is not big enough, not for 4 people. I mean, heavens forbid. What if it's a boy and a girl? You know, eventually we're going to have to separate them. We need a bigger house. We need a 3-bedroom house ideally, or something with potential. And this isn't it. So it's sad. This isn't the last time I'm going to be here, but it's certainly one of the last times. I managed to pull in that favour that these guys owed me, at least, eh? From their poor delivery when they delivered the wrong tractor. So they've helped me out now. They're going to take the equipment away. They're going to store it somewhere. I think they've got a big yard. We don't want to leave it there too long. I don't know what the shelter's like, but it's fantastic. And I mean, the biggest benefit of it was he let me jump in the cab with him, and we've just driven over together. So that's amazing. Saves me a bit of fuel. What it does mean is I could drive one of the vehicles back. I'll more than likely drive the Class back, because that is the more powerful, faster tractor out of everything that we've got here on the farm. But yeah, this is it, isn't it? I'm going to grab a couple of bags of clothes as I'm leaving. I'm going to head on back to BANWELL, which is where Loretta is at the minute. So staying with the mother and father-in-law at the minute. Obviously Loretta needs that extra little bit of care at the minute with the with the stomach starting to get quite large. So that's what we're doing. We need to think of something. I have inquired about that yard that we spotted just on the off chance. The problem is this place is got to go up for sale. It's got to sell, and I don't know how long that's going to take. Hopefully it's going to be like Mr. Javaskis had and it's gone straight away, but you just don't know, do you? You just don't know. Hopefully the reputation of the bad things happening around here won't affect that sale. Now let's just jump in the Zeta. So I need to get this on the back, I think. I can probably tow one of these pieces of equipment back with me on the Class. But to be honest, I've got you know, a couple 100-mile drive, maybe I'll take the harvester header or something with me this time around. I think that would be the safest option. So yeah, we're going to have to make one more trip. These guys hopefully will do that again for me. I'll probably have to pay for the second trip. So I need to just get as much as possible on this trailer. But to be honest, I don't think I'm going to get much more than this. Alright, let's just jump off here a minute. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not getting nothing else on there, am I? Absolutely not. Right, I'll let the driver do the strapping. It is his lorry after all. And yeah, we'll jump in the class, which is just around the back. Probably head on down to get the header trailer. And then we'll just make a very slow journey back. It's quite sad, you know. I am going to miss this place. I am going to miss it. The animals are still here at the minute, but I've organised that again in Banwell. It's not actually Banwell. This is the next village up from Banwell. There's a pretty big animal dealer, and they're going to look after the animals. Potentially, indefinitely. I don't know. I really don't know how long this is going to take to sell. I'm not sure. We'll just have a quick peek at the cows and make sure they're alright. That calf's doing alright in there with those two bulls though. They seem to be looking after her. Yeah, they're doing a good job with her. Let's come in and check on them. They've still got plenty of food for now anyway. Chucked another bale in there. We have still got 2 more full bales actually, but I think I'll just leave them here with the farm, to be honest. They're no good for us now. We're moving away from a farm to an indefinite future. I really don't know. I really don't know. They're getting quite friendly now, but I am still a bit wary when they come walking towards me. I don't fancy them horns, but they're certainly getting used to me. I'm not getting used to them though. Right, let's get out of here. Leave them have some water. So yeah, as it stands, you know, I think we're going to have to look in Banwell and see if we can find somewhere to rent, I guess. See if we can find somewhere to stay. We cannot stay with the mother and father-in-law for too long. I don't want to be doing that. We're too independent to be doing that. Living with the in-laws, I can imagine that would be a nightmare after a while. Alright, let's get this class. It is a real shame. We've started to make some real good progress here. You know, I'm just trying to think back, you know. We didn't even have a barn, didn't even have a house. All of this fencing, I've spent so many hours out here building this. Honestly, I've put so much effort into this. I really have, but hopefully that will reflect in how much it goes up for. As much as possible is what we need, to be honest with you. Especially if I've got to buy a house. I can imagine that would be expensive. And looks like an expensive place to live as well. I'm not going to lie. Right, let's park in at a funny angle. Just get this header trailer connected up. Okay, looking good. That's on there pretty securely. So let's just head back up to the yard. Have a chat with the driver. Let him know we are good to go. And yeah, this could well be the last time anyone's going to see this place. I may not even come back. I may just get the delivery company, give them the keys to the barn, and get them just to grab the last few bits of equipment. This is it. This is it. I don't know if I want to come back, to be honest. I do feel quite sad. Better lock up the gates, I suppose, and this will be the last time. Doesn't feel right seeing that sign there. Doesn't feel right. Okay, well, let's go.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10? I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah.
Well, last delivery of the day. I'm glad to finish today. It's been a long one. Where is it? Oh, it's this one. Oh, I hate this woman. She is a right Karen. Anyway, we got to do it. It's what our job is. Let's just pull in here a minute. At least the gate was open for us today. The last couple of bits to her. This woman, she just moans about everything, this woman. I haven't knocked yet because I want to get it all out first before... Oh! Oh no, I just dropped the cheese. Well, I'm glad I didn't knock. Alright, let's just dump this outside real quick. Hopefully she wouldn't have seen that out the window. Let's drop that down there. Quickly pop that on the top as well. Oh dear. Right, let's just get the last thing and then we're done for the day. I cannot wait. Look, I told you last time, look, I'm really sorry, Mrs. Karen, but I don't pick the food. I can't help that they've swapped your fresh tomatoes for tomato ketchup. You need to phone the store. It's not down to me. I am really genuinely sorry that it's inconvenient for you, but honestly, you need to phone them. But anyway, it's all there. Look, the rest of it's there. Have a wonderful afternoon. Miserable old bat. This is a really awkward junction to get out of. It's absolutely awful. You've got to time it just right with no traffic. There is someone there. Oh, he's stopping to let me out. Thank you very much. I'll let you through. Okay, wonderful. Are we clear? I think we are. I'm just going to head down here. So, wow, what's happened in the last, I don't know, 11, 12 months? Not a lot. So frustrating. The farm hasn't sold. Well, it pretty much has now, actually. It pretty much has sold, almost. But it's not been completed. The contracts aren't completed. It's very frustrating. The people buying the farm, young couple, really nice. I don't mind that it's taken a little while, but yeah, I'm a cash buyer once I have the money from my farm. Now I have bid on here. I say I've bid on here, it's ours. This has been up for sale now for 2.5 years. No one's interested. There is a story behind it. Don't fully understand why. Let's just jump that fence a moment. Don't fully understand the story behind it. All I understand is that this is an absolute mess, but it's pretty damn cheap, and it's going to get me away from this bloody part-time job that I had to take. Not a bad company to work for, I'm sure, but yeah, delivery driving for me is a thing of the past. I don't want to be doing this any longer, so the sooner I can get this sorted, the sooner I can get back to farming. But this place is an absolute disaster. Honestly, I've only actually been here a couple of times, and each time I come back, it just looks worse. But it's all part of the challenge, isn't it? It's all part of the challenge. Now, I'm just waiting for that call. It's pretty much ready to go, this sale. 240,000 the farm sold for, which is good, isn't it? I mean, hey, I pretty much inherited most of that, and it was paid for by the compensation. So, you know, this is pretty good. And this is a massive upgrade. I know for a fact my nan and granddad would be so happy if they seen something like this. But, yeah, it does need a lot of work. Definitely a lot of work. And there's just rubbish everywhere. I mean, the estate agents wouldn't even take me up here, but I kind of just looked from a distance and just look. There is so much. There's old scrap cars, there's a scrap tractor, which honestly doesn't look anywhere near salvageable. So this is just going to need a massive overhaul. Probably a good scrap man. I'll have to try and find someone. Definitely not Big John's lot, that's for sure. But I am very excited. So times have been quite tough, you know. The twins are here. A little girl and a little boy. Amazing. I'm so happy. It's so good being a dad. I really love it. Loretta's doing really well as well. But we're currently living in a rented house, and it's a rented 3-bedroom house. It's nearly £1,500 a month just for the rent. Given I didn't have a great deal when we left that farm, and we haven't sold the farm, I've literally had to get a job. And I don't know, is it embarrassing? Probably not, but I'll be glad when it's finished. Just got to wait for that phone call. So we're renting a house just outside of the village of BANWELL actually, but it's only a few minute commute down to see Mr. Travaskis and the in-laws. But it is definitely temporary. Definitely temporary. Now, Tesco's are pretty good, to be fair to them. They do let me park this here overnight, but my next shift isn't for the next few days, so I'm going to have to drop this back in the morning. But I will just reverse back on the drive. Thank you very much. And yeah, I'll show you the house. Cool, I cut that close today, didn't I? So this, I pretty much don't own it anymore. Loretta and the kids have absolutely stolen that from me. Me being able to drive that is an absolute rarity. Honestly, I kind of miss it. But it is what it is, isn't it? Now, ever since we lost Squishy and, you know, with the move and getting another job, we just don't have the disposable income to get a second car. And we need one, especially if, you know, the house sale goes through soon and I get that yard. I am going to have to commute there every day. So we're going to have to do something. I mean, I did always say that was too good to be a farm truck. But she's worse at cleaning it than I am. Look at the state of it. Well, this is it anyway. £1,500 a month of my money that I'm having to work hard for, being a bloody delivery driver, goes on to this. I cannot wait until we get the money. Although one thing's for sure, Loretta is not going to be happy with me just buying a farmyard. We're going to have to start looking for a house. We'll need to buy one. The sooner the better. I can't keep paying this out for rent. Rent is so expensive. But anyway, I just gotta wait for this phone call. Oh, hello. And that may be the call right now. Right, I'll grab this phone.